Going on, everyone? Hope you're having a good one, even though 9 times out of 10, hey, no, it's not the case, but hey, you got to keep on thriving. You got to keep on getting better. You got to keep on living. Let's get into it. This is sort of a recap. This is something that, if you're going to be watching this, you're probably going to be binge watching when I'm years down the line successful and everything is exactly where I wanted to be. And you're going to be wondering, what exactly did he do? I wish I had this when I started. I wish I had somebody that I was able to binge watch all the way from the beginning, where to my name, I don't have a lot of money right now, to where years down the line, you're going to see it. You're going to be like, how did he do it, right? How did he get there? These are the steps that we're taking, right? So to give you an update, it has been an incredible start of the year. We have done so much in just a year, in just a month, I mean. It has been an absolute turnaround, I'd definitely say. And from the last time that we talked, specifically in a recap motion, I was in a setting role. I ended up leaving that setting role, joining another one at the start of the new year. And the only reason why I did, I absolutely loved the old one I was a part of. It was the foundation for my sales journey. I learned so much from that. And the only reason why is because, originally I wanted to be a closer and I wanted to push for being a closer, but the opportunity just wasn't there. It wasn't presented. And so I understood that. And so I realized that I have to take a step. And so I decided, I told him, I was like, hey, I appreciate you guys, but I think I'm going to take a big step and I'm just going to look for another offer that'll give me a closing role. I ended up getting on a new offer, and that offer didn't give me the closing role, it gave me a setting role, but they were talking about closing. So it was kind of a, double-edged. But I learned so much about that offer though. I learned so much. And the only reason why is because that offer was incredible. The guys there were absolute sharks. And in regards to it, I learned the yin and yang of different styles of sales. The old style that I was using, it was a lot more of a passive approach, where the new style and the new offer that I was on, it was more or less a very authoritative approach. And they taught me so much about, building a thick set of skin, and becoming that authority figure when you're on the call, to where you're not getting bitched around or bullied. A lot of us feel like when we get into it as a setter, we naturally feel sort of on our guard when talking to these people because we put them at a pedestal. What that offer taught me, and it was so funny, is you got to realize these people, like for my offer, these people signed up for a webinar. They have no idea what they kind of want to do. And this is their chance to get into something. And I know that sounds messed up, but you have to think in that mindset most of the times, because you have to understand, at the end of the day, there's going to be people in there that are going to waste your time. And if you're building that authority figure and you're basically saying like, look, 9 out of 10, a lot of these people, like, we absolutely do really good with, but at the same time, in your case, like, we want to make sure, like, are you actually serious about this? Building something like that. And it just taught me so much. That offer was incredible. The people there, it was a very strict sort of, you have to hit these dials, every single time, no excuses. But at the same time, that taught me how to be on my shit. Because in the last offer, I wasn't really hitting the dials. I was slowing down. I wasn't really, it was nonchalant. This one, I had to be on my shit. And it showed, it proved. And so it just taught me more or less an aggressive approach, more of a pushy approach to sales. And a lot of people shit on that, and it's not bad. It depends on what your target audience is, because there's a lot of people, especially the target audience was definitely younger adults. And young adults operate on so much emotion. I'm a young adult, I operate on emotion. Whereas, probably your target audience being maybe older people, you're going to be a lot more passive because they understand. They're not going to, you tell them something specifically trying to push them, they're going to be like, all right, dude, screw off, basically. Rather, the old offer that I was on, the one that was, more aggressive, the people that we were talking to, these guys, they didn't know what they wanted. So they signed up for it out of spite. But at the same time, their lives are terrible and they want to fix it. They want to change it, and they stated that they wanted to. But at the same time, they're not ready to take that jump. So we basically had to grab them and be like, look, get your shit together. Is this what you want to do? Okay, we can show you how. Here's how. Stuff like that. It taught me how to approach different type of people. And that's what I absolutely cherish from it. But aside from that, I ended up getting a call from the old offer saying, hey, we got a closing role. So I joined my old offer, which it was a perfect segue because I learned 2 different styles and I had the chance to go back to that offer and absolutely kill it, get after it, and do everything I was supposed to. And we ended up closing 2 bookings just last week. And it was the first official time where I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. It felt like free cocaine, like healthy cocaine or something. I don't know. Even though I've never did it, so stop that. But yeah, so it was pretty wild how it worked out. It was incredible. It taught me so much, and that closing role, and I'm still obviously on it. It's something that I'm gonna do long term. It's something I could see myself doing for a while. But that's kind of where we're at right now. We're really just rolling into it. I told myself I was gonna get a closing role by the beginning of the year, and I got it. And all that stemmed from putting myself out there, putting everything down, joining that sales group, joining the accountability group, setting up my own thing, just being confident, man. That's the name of the game. You have to have conviction. And that old offer taught me how to have conviction, how to believe in everything I say. If I were to tell you this sky right now is purple, you'd be like, fuck off. But if I were to tell you multiple times and I would be so confident about it, you might have a little tiny percentage of you that's like, it could be purple. I mean, I don't fucking know. You see? So conviction was the greatest thing that I've learned so far for these past few months. And, overall, we are really forming to be the best person. I get to the point where I absolutely feel so happy. Just, I reminisce back to, the times where I was just wasting my life. And even then, I still I still cherish those times because I learned so much. They were the best. They were some of the funniest times, but at that time, I was really just trying to operate and just trying to, impress others. I was trying to, be around the people that were at my job because that's all I felt like I had. And so when I found a community outside, I knew I was like, I can do anything now. And so, the past was the past, and it taught me so much about who I am today and what's in store. What are we doing? We're going to keep on closing. We're going to keep on doing the role. We're going to learn how to follow up. That is our biggest goal. We're going to follow up like a god. We're going to get so good at it. Because at the end of the day, I'm not looking for one call closes. I'm looking for partnerships. I'm looking for business mindsets. I'm looking for all that. I'm not looking to, push someone off the edge and then basically watch them drown. I'm looking to set up a roadmap for them. Actually see if it's something they want to do. And if it is, exactly explain easy steps how they can actually achieve it. Change the mindset. I've learned so much just about coming at it where you're just basically like, look, if this doesn't make sense for you, by all means, let me know right now. But, you signed up for what we had. And so at the end of the day, we technically thought you had some sort of interest. So we want to see what's up. And, in regards to this, we could set up a call. And if that call doesn't make sense, we can at least build you a roadmap to set you off to wherever you need to be. Getting into that mindset, it's something that a lot of people don't end up getting into, don't have, because they want closes. They want to push things down people's throats. And at the end of the day, it depends on the person, right? If it's someone that you can genuinely feel like just doesn't understand how to take control of their life, and you have to literally manhandle them and be like, look, I'm going to slap you with this. You're going to get it. Because at the end of the day, you don't know what you want to do. So this is going to show you. And I'm not going to give up on you. I'm the only person right now that's not going to give up on you because I know you can do this. And obviously, there's different ways of tackling that. But I recorded the same video. And I kid you not, man. The audio, the camera shit itself. I was so upset. So my voice is dry. Everything's dry. But I definitely wanted to remake the video because at the end of the day, consistency is what's going to get you exactly where you need to be. And, if I were to do this, next week would have went by. Nobody would have cared. But at the same time, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Just like if your manager tells you to do something, you do it. Do I want to fire myself? No. I don't want to get fired. So that's how it is. But the co-working space we're in, I love it so much just because now I can actually go somewhere and it's more open, it's more lively rather than being in my office. And I'm working alongside someone as well, which is even better. But yeah, just get after it. Just live the way you want, be the person you want to be, and I promise you everything's going to be all right. Aside from that, top of the world, boundaries still don't exist. The bottom of the depths where life still lives. Do you dare to dream? As a matter of fact, do you dare to take the next step? See y'all later.